Hello, here Clixland. This is Westpool on Talkn Clix. Today we have the Hofner family. Hello, gentlemen.
Good. How are
Hi.
you? Hi.
So why don't you introduce yourselves to everybody?
Go for it.
I'm Josh, and
Josh,
this is my dad, Hoff.
Hoff.
Yeah. JJ, Hoff, a lot of different names.
All right. So, gentlemen, you saw that I am now proud owner of a Kevin,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
Kevin has imbued me with a special ability to get inside the players' heads and really get to know you guys a little better. Are you brave enough to sit in the hot seat and tackle Kevin's questions?
Only if it's Marvel only.
Before we do that, there were some community questions. Find the post here.
There was a couple. I was pretty shocked. How quick, too.
Oh, you read them and I didn't, so
I did.
yeah.
All right, gentlemen. So, on community questions today, we got Antonio Clark wants to know which figure needs a legacy card the most.
This one.
And why is that?
I'm prepared. This
Hercules.
is Hercules Secret Invasion number 16. But I also gave it a little bit more thought, and obviously if you're going Marvel, you should probably go DC. This is Batman. I'm showing my age here. I want to say it was the Gravity Feed number 207, Joker.
Way before my time.
Yes, both of them are.
Way
They're
before
actually this
my
one's
time.
actually older than you.
Probably, yeah.
Been playing way too long.
Uh, William Howard wants to know if you played a game against someone in your family, what team would you give them to play, and who would the family member be?
This is a good question.
No, he doesn't help with my teams, but I help with his. So
That's because he can see, and even
Yeah.
with glasses I can't anymore. Old age is kicking in. No, I think I would gear towards more Heralds of Galactus kind of stuff.
yeah.
That kind of thing for me. You seem to be all over the board. He's definitely in love with Kevin. He plays
He's
almost
an
every
amazing
other
support,
week.
Best support piece in the game.
Your Wendigo, you went crazy on Wendigo.
I liked Wendigo. He was a fun time.
Yeah. So me, I just grab something to kick his ass in, basically. Oh, I gotta be PG, sorry.
So
Beat him.
Which one of you is the better team builder, and which one's the better player?
I'm the better team builder.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. If my dice like me, I'm the better player.
Fair enough. I thought there was more. Did I miss one? Okay. Right. Apparently, that was all the community questions.
Yeah, but they came in quick.
Yep, they did. I was impressed.
Yeah.
All right. So Kevin wants me to ask you some basic questions. Well, not so basic, but tell the community something they probably don't already know about you guys.
That's a rough one. What are you thinking?
I've been around a lot of people in the community, so they've seen me at my worst. I used to play battle royales completely drunk, so they've all seen it.
Yeah.
Is there a better
Yeah.
way to play?
Actually, for me, I almost was king of the hill. I had 26. I think it was 26 wins, but I had like 12 consecutive. So I missed it by one. I made the mistake of pulling a chase, and I've never pulled one prior to that. I'm like, oh, I gotta use it.
Yeah.
Animal Man sucked unbelievably.
Yeah, that's the difference. I pull chases and he doesn't.
Yeah, I can't pull to save my life.
Well,
He's the
Hoff,
lucky one.
this was your opportunity. I was throwing you a softball to tell everybody about your new 3D printing business.
Yeah, kind of been doing it. I've been doing it for friends and family, and watching in the community, people just get kind of bent over, kind of just really bothered me. And you and I have talked about, 3D printing as well. It's something that it's a hobby of mine, like HeroClix. I kind of gravitated towards it. I like to be creative. I like to make things. So I've done a little bit of everything: dice, boxes. I'll be making some tokens. I'll be making some trophies shortly once the weather breaks.
Hoff is he made me my first Deadpool case, and I love it. I carry it with me to every game I go to. Did my first unboxing video to show it off to everybody. And Hoff is going to be making some products for the Red, White, and Clix event to show off there, and
just more to give back.
Yeah. So that's awesome. All right, gentlemen. What is the best sandwich?
Oof.
BLT.
Depends on what state you're in. Okay. If you're in Pennsylvania or Pittsburgh. Oh. I don't know. I'm all over the place. I'm from a college town that has like the best cheesesteak sandwiches in Ohio. I will say that. So I'm like a Spots guy. I love those. I love the grinders from Mancino's.
Yes,
they're
good.
18 inches. So you know, gotta go big or go home.
Big sandwich.
There you go. So. Pineapple on pizza or no?
No. That's a mortal sin.
Agreed.
I mean, I love pizza, so putting fruit on pizza. And some people will argue because tomatoes are quote unquote a fruit. I don't believe that.
I've never really known where tomatoes fall because it seems like every other year they're changing their minds. So.
Yeah.
That's how the weather goes.
Mm-hmm.
So Beetlejuice has been been in Modern now for a hot minute. When he was first revealed, the sky was falling, and now we've had a few events under our belts. Where do you guys fall on the Beetlejuice?
We don't.
Luckily, we don't own one. Our store really just kind of caters to what people want. So if there's a big request, I think they only got like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice is never gone. And the sad part is I think only one of our actual players got it. So we actually haven't come across it. What we've been coming across is the stupid beholder thing.
Yes, the eye of the beholder.
Yes.
Much more.
Yeah. So, if we get out and do competitive play again, I'm not really into competitive play. I'm more into buying and sealed events, do it that way. I have more fun that way.
It's because his dice can't save him.
No. I can build a team in a hurry, in a pinch. Trust me, I made it. In one world's like number 16. Got there late, was still hungover, and made my team to get me in 16th place in like 2 minutes. So.
As I would say, the glory days have
gone
past.
Yes, they're definitely gone. My brain's gone at this point. Old age is definitely set in. So,
do you have a HeroClix achievement that you're proud of at this point?
Where do I start? Let's see. I'm the person who created legacy cards. That's a funny story, and I think I told you that.
Yeah, but let's tell it for the community.
Yeah, so we play at one of the largest stores in Ohio. I judge there. We play on Fridays. We used to do Thursdays. But anyways, the owner lets me do a lot of different things. They're very, very nice.
Agreed, they are.
So they have these like conventions only for store owners where they get to see new product. And we were in Indianapolis. Was it? No, it's Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne. Too many places. And every year during the dinner portion of it, that's when WizKids does their little spiel. So going to these things, I know a lot of people that are in it, and I was hanging out with some people from different areas. And we just got done doing a drinking game. And unfortunately, a lot of my stories revolve around alcohol, so I keep it PG as I can, but I am from Ohio.
It's when his genius shows.
Yes, exactly. Anyways, so WizKids was just pushing their Dice Masters like there was no tomorrow, and didn't even show one thing about HeroClix at all. And I was just furious and drunk. So I kind of went off on Justin. And next thing you know, him and the new VP pulled me off this side and like wanted to buy me some more alcohol. So, you know, I was interested. And so I just started yelling at him about what was going on in the current aspects of playing HeroClix. And at that point in time, they'd released the Tri-Sentinel Summer OP, and I think we had like 16 people in the first week and the first month of it. And the second month, before the second month got released, they had told everybody that, oh, you can purchase it from your store. So we went from 16 to like maybe 6. I mean, everybody just dropped out because they were like, oh, and then later on it bit them in the rear because I believe each store was only allowed to purchase like 1 or 2. It was really stupid.
Yeah.
But I went off on them and I was like, you know, the summer OP was lackluster. You didn't even have a map. I mean, how cheap are you? I mean, you can't reprint maps. Oh, that was me too. So then I was like going off about, you know, back in the day, they used to do these real fun events for their anniversary dates. Like we actually played for Galactus, and everybody got heralds for just participating. So it was a really good time. They used to have really, really good summer OPs that, you know, really drew in a large crowd. And at that time, back in the day in Toledo, we had 6 stores that were playing HeroClix. So we had every day but Sunday. And everybody would swap out and in and out. So it was great. You know, I think I walked away with like 4 Thanoses, like 3 Bat Caves. It was bad.
And they fueled my Christmas.
Yes, they did. I sold all of it for his Christmas. I'm not even going to joke. But I went off on him about, you know, reprinting maps and reprinting cards and ding, ding, ding. So legacies were born.
Awesome.
Me.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, it also really does help out because it takes the older people that have a lot of old figures. I mean, it gives them some value. It's funny to watch some of these figures that were like 50 cents.
50 cents shoot up to
$150.
$100.
You know,
yeah.
It's insane. I mean, only if they've released what we're doing, so we all know. That was the other thing. They used to do voting, and I basically clamored and begged for them to bring that back because we actually voted for HeroClix back in the day, what we wanted to see. So it was cool. You know, obviously they change with the way things are going, but I'm a little concerned with all these quote unquote tariffs and everything moving forward. Because I mean, when I started playing, I think it was like $3.50 a pack. You got 4 figures. It was cheap to play. I mean, I bought a case, and I think at the time, the case had like, it wasn't, oh man, there was like 60 packs or something like that in a case. It was insane.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. And the sets are getting smaller, so it's lackluster, and they're coming out so fast. It's like they're trying to get ahead of the tariffs. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I think this the last 2 sets kind of is a perfect storm of Collector's Trove getting pushed back a little bit, and Spider-Man got here early, so it was going for 2 fronts. But
yeah, yeah. It just seems like it was just like a couple weeks ago we were at your event playing Black Panther, and I still haven't played a lot of Black Panther.
Yeah.
So they just come out way too fast.
I think we're going to have a breather before Smash and Destroy, hopefully.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It's weird to say I hope there's a break because I'm usually like, okay, I need my fix. But my pocket, my wallet,
plastic crack,
and my wallet needs a break. So
yes.
Cats of Dogs.
I don't know what you're talking about. Dad, if I don't get it, I'm gonna get yelled at by your mom. So it's like,
do you guys buy double of everything, or you just share 1 brick?
I can't pull. So I buy and he opens. It
Yeah.
works out. You got what, the Spider Thanos this last time?
Yeah, I got the Spider-Man with the Infinity Gauntlet.
That was pretty
Nice.
solid.
That's one of my big wants. I haven't pulled it. Every chase I pull from Spider-Man has been a Sinister Six so far. So,
Hey, those are the ones
they
that are
are
holding
cool.
value, and everybody wants them. So
and I want the Spider-Man though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the Spider Thor, and it's terrifying.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm currently building with a competitive spot team. Still fine tuning a little bit before I reveal what's going on, but it's a pretty good team. I was testing it with Alec Musser today, and he gave me some good ideas to cook with. So I'll be revealing it shortly, but it's a good team with built around spot. That's crazy. Cats or dogs?
Oh, dogs all day. We had a cat, but only because he was like a dog.
Yes.
Although he did do that whole Heathcliff thing or Garfield thing where he jumped on me every morning.
It was hilarious.
No, it wasn't. Cats can tell time. I'm telling you, it was insane. He was like 2 seconds before my alarm went off all the time, would jump on my chest.
Yep.
Yeah, he became mean after our dog died.
Yeah.
And that's when he started.
Yeah, we had to get
pouncing on
another
me.
dog to make the cat happy. So we wanted a break, but it didn't happen.
No, it did not.
Now here's a good one for you. You're adding a power to the PAC. What are you adding and why?
Range flurry.
You know, that's how actually Range Combat Expert was supposed to be.
Yeah, no, range.
No,
flurry.
I take that back. It was supposed to be like blades. You'd shoot, and then you were supposed to roll a single die, and that's what the damage was determined on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen it all. It's about time when they start to throw out some more powers. It's been probably 6-7 years from after the Pink Powers game. So
Yeah.
Now we'll get purple. No, we already have purple.
Yeah, we already have purple.
We
It's
already have
willpower.
purple.
You're not the first person to say that about the range flurry. So
Yeah, there's only one
That-
figure that I know actually does it.
that'd be something that I get behind because I like range teams, but I also like getting more than one attack off. So
Mhm.
Yeah. I can't remember who I made have range flurry. It was like a...
There's a figure that does range flurry. It's a Bucky Con. It's a Bucky LE.
I did a free action move, and then I was able to free action.
there was a
range attack.
Hawkeye that did something like that.
Actually, it was the Legacy Cat.
Oh,
That's who I did.
yeah.
And so the next round, I did my range attack, and then I had my free attack. So what the heck? So I basically got a flurry.
Yeah, the cat from What If can do that.
Yeah, he's pretty sick. Although every time I use him, I never get to use the Pogs because I have too big of a team.
Yeah.
So
You need to grab some more pitch tents.
I like
Some more poles.
synergy, and I like to have a build where I can have backups. I need backup plans for my backup plans.
I know, but your
Contingencies.
tent pole figures aren't tent pole figures.
No, they're just enough to get you going. So I'm not like you where you throw 260 points in one figure. And
Yeah, and the rest is support, so I can one-shot
so
your
when
team.
your one guy dies, you're screwed.
When my one guy has 4 stop clicks. No.
See what I'm dealing with?
Yeah.
So.
Who's the most famous person you guys have met?
Ooh, not famous for me. I did watch the movies all the time.
Wonder what he. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, this was at the
I think that is-
conventions we went. Just a Gen Con.
Yeah,
Origins.
it was
Origins.
Gen Con.
It was Origins. The Highlander.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
but that's not who I would be because when I was a kid, I actually met Reggie White. He came to my high school,
Oh wow.
and I met Keith Byers. Those two came to my high school or junior high. Sorry, yeah. But
Yeah.
it was kind of cool. They took all us to the junior high gym, and we actually raced them. And I'm telling you, talk about peeing your pants because those guys are big and fast.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, I turned around and looked at Reggie White and dang near cried. He was huge. So luckily he was a really nice guy, unbelievably. Keith Byers was pretty cool too. So
Awesome. You got 3 wishes. I want to know what your second wish is. Not the first one, but the second one.
my second wish would be to wish for more wishes because I'd be close to my last wish.
No, my second wish would be for the Dragon Balls. So I get more wishes.
Well, see,
it's a loophole.
It's the same scenario.
It's a loophole.
What's your favorite MCU movie so far?
Oof. Well, we see them all.
We have seen them all.
We've seen them all.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
I'm kind of weird. I like.
You're my favorite guest so far.
Yeah.
So I like the one Captain America, second one.
The Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah,
too,
it was like Spy, had cloak and dagger feel to it. I really enjoyed that.
Did you like the new Captain America movie?
Yeah, actually, it was good.
That felt very Winter Soldier-ish to me.
Yes. I was kind of anticipating more. It was really hard for me because the leader didn't look like the leader at all, and I'm like, who the heck is this supposed to be?
Hey, I'm just glad they're paying off that storyline finally.
Yeah. There's I was wanting more.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that Thunderbolt Ross would kind of morph more into the Thunderbolt stuff. So, but
it would have been nice.
It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. The problem is when you read comics and you go to an MC movie, it's like Civil War. Nothing with Civil War. That had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with Civil War.
From a person who's never read the comics, it was an amazing movie. Okay.
But Civil War was one of the best comic lines. It went over multiple franchises. It was awesome. There was a lot of great stuff.
It should have been split up into 2 parts.
Yeah, I mean, they really just kind of touched a little bit and really didn't do anything. I mean, I understand they couldn't because they didn't have Nitro from. He would have been a Sony property because it was X-Men. So there's a lot of stuff, but now that everything's back and under one roof, I mean, I'm expecting more, but it sounds like they're going more politically correct and going towards more of the female characters than anything. I think, aren't they getting rid of Tom Holland for Spider-Man? I think this is his last one or something like that.
That's not what I've heard.
I thought they were going with a female Spider-Man. And I can't remember if obviously there's stuff that you read on the internet.
I could be wrong, but I thought he signed another contract. But
I know Evans is completely done. He actually announced his retirement.
Yeah, but he is signed on for a Doom movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, for Fantastic Four.
No, that's just. What do you think of the Fantastic Four?
No,
have you seen the previous
the evil Captain America, the Hydra version.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be
amazing. So you got Sharon Carter and then Armin Zola in that one. I'm trying to think who else was in that. But yeah, they have them already. So I don't know. Fantastic Four.
Disney is trying to recapture that magic, so they're bringing back the original 5 or 6 characters in some form or another because they know that those are the people that we love. So they're trying to put the genie back in the bottles, kind of.
Oddly enough, I absolutely hated Thor comics growing up, and Chris Hemsworth totally turned it around for me. His character and role in Thor has just been amazing. And oddly enough, seems I'm saying that a lot, we have a relative that used to be Chris Hemsworth's neighbor.
Oh, wow.
So that was kind of cool. When he used to live in Peachtree. So.
Nice. What did you study at Bowling Green University?
Didn't go to Bowling Green University.
Did not go. Facebook likes to go crazy on taking things. So when you use a T1 line, they think you're automatically at the college. And I had to sign contract with my previous employer that I wasn't allowed to put anything on Facebook. So when it went, I just left it. I didn't care. I can't figure out how to change anything. Funny enough, when I did go to school, I went as a dental technician. I used to make bridges, crowns, dentures. I made one of our senators in Ohio her dentures when I was a kid, and I made a tiger. Redid his tooth. He got it caught in a fence, and I had to make him a crown. So that was kind of cool.
All right, young blood, let me see your teeth.
Ain't that good?
Yeah, exactly. No.
That's definitely not where you are now.
No. Yeah, it's funny how I go from one job to another job to another job. I thought I was retired before COVID hit. I was a supervisor at a local library system, and just COVID hit. Next thing you know, I'm jumping from job to job, and now I got back into county work like a year, almost 2 years ago. So
yeah,
now I'm a supervisor for another local county. So
nice.
I'd like to say I have 30 children because, you know, they all act like children.
Does Amy, your wife, play HeroClix at all?
She is an amazing dice roller. Not so good at strategic. I taught her chess when we started dating, and she played for a bit. And we got her into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when that came out. And then she played like 2 games, maybe 3 games, and it was like, no, not for me. Even though she was kicking our butts with the dice rolls. So...
yeah, Yahtzee's illegal here.
Yes, Yahtzee is illegal. We do play another dice game that's similar to Yahtzee, King of Tokyo. Real fun game, and she destroys everybody. It's like you can't play with her.
No, yeah.
What number am I thinking of?
7.
No.
42.
No. What's a character that's been made in HeroClix several times, but they've never gotten the right feel for it?
Well, I got into it with Norman Barth once about Hulk.
The throwing thing?
Yes, yeah. So, for you who don't know, Norman Barth used to be our major judge. I don't think he is now, but my whole point was Battle Fury, Hulk being able to throw an object. You're trying to tell me he can't throw a tank? We all seen it 110 times. At the time, back in the day, every Hulk had Battle Fury, so it was annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like that change.
They fixed it now. Hulk can throw stuff.
Yeah, but not if he has Battle Fury. Then you can't do ranged attacks.
It's a ranged terrain action.
Oh, I know. Don't even get me started with these. I shake my head and pull out what little hair I do have out. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It'd be Rogue.
Rogue, I think they
did the last Rogue is the best
version.
run that they've ever done.
It's just too many points.
Yes. Agreed, but definitely the best one.
What is your most used character? Not the figure itself, but what's the character you like to reach for the most?
Some type of Thor variant.
Dormammu. Loki, Dormammu.
How do you feel about the new Loki? The new Chase Loki?
We just
got
oddly enough, I traded a box for one, so I'm working on that. Haven't played it yet, but really like the chances of pairing it up with the Thanos because it has every power under the sun. So
right.
Yeah, the good old common Thanos.
Yeah. And I'm a huge Thanos fan, so it works out.
What is the peak of your HeroClix career that you're shooting for? Like, what's that Mount St. Helens pinnacle that you're looking to achieve someday?
Watching him, because I already been to the top, and now I'm all the way at the bottom. Literally, at one point in time, I was actually ranked 1 or 2. I didn't get to watch it. When I found out I was ranked that high, I was at 8. So It was just one summer I came back from Gen Con, which is odd. I mean, it is hilarious. I literally bought like 6-7 pairs of dice, and one time threw them across the whole distance of the place. It was funny.
I wish I was there.
Yeah,
It would have been great.
Although I am the guy who won an entire Con LE set for dice rolls, which is funny because
Your dice rolls are terrible.
yeah, and that's how I won. So we're playing Battle Royales. This is Gen Con, and all of a sudden they stop. And the group that I was playing with had watched me roll 3 crit misses already, and they just laughing at me. Paired up with 3 people I've never met before, so I actually enjoy doing that. But then we're all stood, and we had to roll a certain number, and just to keep on going. And if you didn't get that number, you just sat down. Then it was roll the highest. It was, to me, like there was like 3 other people, and I rolled a crit hit. And then they're like, we'll roll the lowest.
Crit
miss. Yeah, and they're like, once they said that, we knew you were going to get it. And then everybody just bombarded me. It was insane. But I had all of them. It was kind of funny because they were like, you can have what's behind this or door number 2. And door number 2 was like all the junk that everybody left at the tables. So it would have been like a ridiculous amount of Hulk crap that nobody wanted. But, who wouldn't want 20, I mean, like 45 pounds of
plastic?
Yeah, it was a 55-gallon drum of trash.
So,
but that was fun.
You go by the Hoff. If you had to wrestle David Hasselhoff to claim that name, who would win?
Me, because I'd take the pizza, throw it across the floor, and watch him go get it, and then I'd jump on him.
So you know about Westpool and Aqua Miles. Ryan Rebin is Reb Gorn. Who would be your alter ego?
Would have to be somebody nice, because I'm not very nice.
It probably it'd be Loki.
No, I'd be a Clark Kent, mild-mannered.
No,
I got the
you'd
glasses.
be in between.
I got the glasses. I don't think Loki's like comical funny. It's Sartat,
Yeah, he's an anti-villain. Sometimes he's a hero. Sometimes he's a villain.
It's all what it benefits him. I don't know.
Exactly. It'd be Loki.
Yeah, it probably would be Loki. I'm kind of icy. So.
Are you more in the camp of Westpool or Aqua Miles? Because we have that rivalry going.
Well, I feel like I have to say what. No, yeah, I like Westpool. That was pretty good. All right. I'm waiting for you to do that split screen with the different T-shirts. The one that has a pointing. I'm with stupid. And no, I'm with stupid. So.
Yeah, that was that whole thing came out of necessity because my partner on this show has yet to actually record an episode with me because he's just got a crazy work schedule. So I'm like, look, I need to record some stuff. If you can't make it, I'm going to do it by myself.
Yeah.
Poor guy, he's got a second shift factory job and a wife and a newborn, so he's got a crazy schedule.
He's got a lot going on. Yeah. Been there, did that. Have that T-shirt.
If you could, well, you already answered that question. Who is a HeroClix competitor that you have not faced yet that you would like to sit across from?
George. We've run across each other multiple times, but we've never actually played each other. We've played countless people that play against each other. Like I play Jay Majors all the time. I mean, we both basically flip a quarter to see who's going to win.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever played Jay either.
Oh, I love Jay. Jalen.
I played Jalen.
Yeah, Jalen's great now. I played him when he was a kid. That's how old I am. I think he was like maybe 8 or 9 when I first met Jalen. So I would have to say George. He's got some of the things that I like to do. team wise build. He back in the day he used to double down on mystics like there was no tomorrow. So like he made an entire mystic team and it won him championship that way. But I played pretty much everybody. It's kind of like I like going to different places so I can play different people. When we played, I had a blast playing against you, although I didn't realize I was playing completely wrong again
because you can't read.
I can't read, so that's fundamental part of HeroClix. So
yeah, and I just like.
I was also trying to be a nice guy.
Nah,
I know every once in a while
you can try.
I do try.
So with your 3D printing, what are you looking to charge for some of your products?
I really don't want to charge. Quite honestly, I'd rather trade for HeroClix, plastic for plastic. That's what I've been trying to coin that phrase. But like, honestly, I wouldn't go more than $75. Only because it's like I'm a member of this community, and hearing people paying what they're paying is like just $200. Keep on going, buddy.
Yeah,
Steve, we have a friend who told us they got a quote for $240. I'm like, what? And then I find out that they're charging to hit the button that says print. Seriously, setup fees. So no, I'm just not really into that. I mean, the game costs so much already, so it's
for sure.
Why bend people over? And we were at your tournament. That's all we saw, and I think it was Christmas time is when I made his first box. And now I'm like, that was my first version. I think we're on like version 23 or something. That's insane.
Like 25, 30.
Yeah, the new one is you can actually take the one I gave you and fit it inside the new one.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it's pretty huge.
I show that box to everybody. I love the handle. I love the panels being able to swap out. It just
it's so much fun.
It's a little small. I will give you that, but
yeah. Well, see, that was my one thing when I was at your tournament. I mean, the bigger boxes were just taking over every table, and as a judge, I'm already like OCDing about it. So it's like, come on. I feel like they're just too big, and I get everybody wants to put everything in it, but being realistic, you're going to a tournament, you're not going to put I would not put an entire set in a box. I wouldn't go more than like 20 figs because it's like all generics anyways. So I get the appeal to have something larger so you can put all your stuff in and carry it around. But the newest one I did, I think we put our largest 2x2 in it. Yeah, that's kind of what I worked off of. So was Zombie Galactus was the tallest one we have. I didn't try that Trigon, but we've never even opened the box.
Opened the Trigon yet. So the Trigon's smaller.
Is it?
It's just a little wider.
Oh, so it's the old style.
Yeah,
it's like a team base. Yeah,
so
that's what for you.
It's still a 4 base, but it's still just it protrudes more.
Oh, gotcha.
So if somebody is interested in talking to you about making a case or some tokens, should they reach out to you in Facebook, or do you have like a page?
I don't have a page. I do have like an extra Facebook page, which you laughed about my name. I thought that was funny. Clix Creator. So I started that. I'm to the point where I'm going to start posting on HeroClix National, International, and a couple other pages. I'm not trying to go crazy on them, but of course, if someone wants something custom made, I'd love to do it. I had so much fun with your Deadpool box. I was just, first of all, you picked Deadpool, so I was already up in it, and I had just letting the creative juices flowing. I had just a lot of fun. I thought it was hilarious making butt cheeks on your tray.
Yeah, I was the idea for that.
Nice.
Yes, I was, because I showed you the stupid Xbox controllers.
Oh yeah, but I already had that idea prior to that. I was looking for something I could change and something I could kind of remaster to do it. So it's like, all right, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you know how like when wrestlers walk into the ring, they have that entrance music. What would be your entrance song?
House of Pain.
I don't know what mine would be. I have no idea.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Really?
I never thought of it.
Really? Oh,
I
man.
know.
Doesn't even have to flinch already. I have House of Pain running through my brain, or LL Cool J.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys been playing?
I have been playing over 22 years.
Oh wow.
Josh is
6 years.
Yeah. I can only remember that because I've been playing as long as my oldest son has been alive. So.
So you just started playing like 2 years before I did. So we're both still kind of new to this.
Yeah. But I've been thrown to the wolves.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. I don't treat him with kid gloves on that. I figured, going to any tournament, no one's going to be like, hey, don't worry about it. It's not going to be, you can take that back. No. I mean, although every once in a while I'm being nice like that. But I said every once in a while.
So you guys will be at Red, White, and Clix this November, correct?
Yes. I already submitted my time off. And it's a weird date, too. If I remember, it's like a Wednesday or something like that for Veterans Day.
Yeah, so Red, White, and Clix will either be the weekend before or the weekend after. Probably the weekend after, because the weekend before is a Purdue University game. And when there's a Purdue game, it kind of takes over the whole city. So
yeah. All right, so I'll have to resubmit my time and put it in for that Thursday and Friday. So, but it's all good. I got plenty of time.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to have you guys there. I'm really glad to be collaborating with you on some of the stuff for the event. Last year, the first year of the event, I threw it all together in 2 months' time, and didn't have the time to really get the appropriate pricing and get things together. It was all just kind of
really been amazing.
Agreed. And you did a good
together.
job.
So
it was your first time.
It's time to work with you and really collaborate on some cool ideas and get some unique pricing that nobody else is going to have. Like, that's really awesome. So I really appreciate your help with that.
Yeah. No, I think it's a great idea. I love the charity idea, and I kind of wish they would have kept doing stuff like that, but
big corporation money.
People get greedy.
Yeah,
that's the bottom
that's
line. True. But giving back, I think that's the best way to be. So, I mean, we've all had help, and everybody needs help. So,
well, gentlemen, these are all the questions that Kevin gave me. How does that feel having a community inside your head now? Do you feel relieved? Do you feel...
I've got like many people in my head all the time. I'm a little nuts every once in a while.
Yeah, cuckoo.
Yeah, tested, and I am crazy. So at least that's one steel job that said I was not mentally stable enough for that. So I hold that against them, just saying I wanted to work at a steel factory. But they were very selective. So,
yeah, wouldn't take any other idiot.
Hey, the Marines said I had questionable morals, anyways, so it was all good.
I had a friend in college that really wanted to be a police officer, and he also really wanted to be an MMA fighter. And he was like, I mean, he would work out like 4 hours a day every day. Like, he was beefy. But every time he went to the police academy, he wouldn't make the cut because they're like, you got some anger issues, man. Like, we can't have you on board. I think he eventually got on, but I think he got a lot of counseling before that. So.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Been there, did that.
So do you have any final thoughts for the community?
Oof.
Got any wisdom, word of wisdoms,
No. Everybody knows I'm pretty foolish. So anyone who's met me knows that in 2 seconds. So.
Well, who's more foolish, the fool or the fool that follows them?
That'd be still me, regardless of following himself. No. I enjoy my community. I enjoy the HeroClix community so much. I've met so many different unique people from all the different conventions we've gone to, and we narrowed it down to 2 this year. Well, 3 with yours.
Yeah.
But we're gonna
2
go
free
do
events.
Yeah, we're gonna go straight back to Origins like we always do.
Mhm.
Hang out with Jay and a bunch of other people there.
Yeah.
It's a nice short drive because
Right.
we're in northern part of Ohio, so
Yeah.
we're closer to the northern state that we don't talk about.
Yes.
But I really enjoy Columbus, and that's, heart is there kind of thing.
Mhm.
Anyways, but so we're gonna do Origins and we're gonna do Memphis this year because I finally I can access all my vacation time. So
Nice.
And he's got a second cousin
Lives
that
over there.
lives over there.
Built his
Just
own house.
Build a house there, so we got a place to crash. Should be a good time.
One of the things that I love about the HeroClix competitive scene, but it's also frustrating, is that it's spread out all over the place. So everybody has something relatively close they can go to, but then like you can't get to all the ones either. Like I really want to go to Championship Clix eventually, but getting down to Florida during this time of year is like impossible for me. It's just too expensive.
I like that. I was hope it would be cooler if they did stuff more like, we, for our family, it